Okay.
Good to go. Hey everybody, it's Christy Clemens with E320 Treasures, and tonight we're going to be working with patina products that will make rust on pretty much any surface. Plastic, glass, wood, metal, leather. So I'll show all you guys that in a minute. Will you read comments and tell me when people are on? Okay, first off, I'll show you this piece behind me. Now this was a regular wood dresser.
Misty's watching.
Hi Misty! And it was just a regular like mahogany color, and I painted it green. This is Dixie Belle's Palmetto, and then went over it with patina spray and paint. And we have 3 paints: iron, copper, and bronze. And when you paint them on surfaces and then spray them with either our blue or green spray, it creates a chemical reaction and then you get rust. So this is not actual rust, it's just you know, it's wood, so it's not gonna rust. But
Kim Womack says, love that wall.
hey Kim, oh girl, I miss your face and your spunky attitude. Anyway, so I painted it green or with Dixie Belle's Palmetto, and then came back over it with rust, or came back over it with Iron Patina, because the difference, they play differently with one another, and that's what I'm going to show you. This particular dresser, I did iron paint on, which is this one right here, and it's like a, it's a gray color. Can they see that? Okay.
Lift it up.
Lift it up like that. There we go. Okay. And actually, I guess I could have showed that. Anyway, so it's like a gray color, and it goes on gray, and then most of the time you're going to let that first coat dry, and then you'll come back over it and put a second coat on it. And while that second coat is wet, you're going to spray it with green patina spray. These two together, this is what you want for your orangey, left out in the yard rust. So that's what I used on this. I also put some gold gilding wax on it to kind of highlight corners and decorative drawer.
Nana says hi.
Hi. Hey Sherry. Glad you're here. So I have a few other things. Kim, you'll recognize this. Kim and I took a class at we went to the Dixie Belle conference in Florida. And she's a wild girl, so she was a lot of fun. But we did this project together. With this particular one, you take sea spray, which is our product. You mix it with your paint in order to get a really rough texture. And I'll bring this forward in just a minute. But when you take like a spoonful of this and put it in your paint, it creates like a brownie batter. And then you're going to get your paintbrush and lightly tap it on. I'll bring this forward so you can kind of see. Tell me how it's looking. We've got the picture is on the other side, so I can't see anything on this side. So anyway, I want them to be able to see this. Like, it's really rough right here. It's like a scrub brush on this side, and the sea spray is what does that. So you mix it in your paint, you tap your paint on, then you spray your spray. And when I say paint, I'm talking about this patina paint. It's completely different than the chalk paint. So you'll spray it and then you let it sit and it looks rusty. So like I have a piece that's been really damaged, that was damaged out in the garage. I bought it at an auction, and it was, the top of it didn't have a really good picture on it, so I didn't realize until I got it here that all the veneer is like, you could just chip it right off. So whoa!
What's it?
It is, sorry about that, guy. Is that right? There we go. Gotta know you're gonna get motion sickness tonight, right? Anyway, the top of it is chipping off and everything, so it's really damaged, and I'm gonna Bondo some of it, but there's just no fixing it. But it's a beautiful piece on the front, so I thought I could probably do something like this, and you'd never know that the top is that damaged. So that will save that one piece. I know the people driving by are honking. So they may know we're doing this right now. Anyhow, that's this. I also did my old Justins a long time ago, but AJ from AJ's Vintage Designs is the one that came up with this idea. So I painted it with some, it looks like some aubergine, which is a dark purple color, and then went over it with the Iron Patina Paint and the Green Patina Spray, and that's what gave us this lovely orange rust here. And on this boot, I did some probably Dixie Belle blue right here, this turquoisey color, and then again Iron Patina Paint with Green Patina Spray, and that created that orangey rusty look. So that's leather. We've got wood here. This is glass. So these are glass bases. I even put blue painter's tape up the side so you could see that it's glass. And I use these for my spoons in my display at my store. So
Mama's watching.
Oh well, she figured it out. Look at her getting all tech savvy these days. This one I painted with Savannah Miss. I actually have it written on here. And then again, I love the Iron Patina Paint with the Green Patina Spray. This orangey rust, it's a big deal here in Texas. We like our rust. This one I actually used Bronze Patina Paint, which is good because I didn't pull that paint out tonight. This is Bronze Patina Paint with Blue Patina Spray, and that's what gives you this lovely like nautical, I mean it is kind of, because this is what would be on a ship, you know, out in the ocean where it's gotten all wet, and the like mossy green blue. So that's glass. And then we have, I was going to actually do this first, but I didn't lay out a timeline for myself like I normally do. So we may just save that. Put this back up. When you use these products, okay, you want to shake them really well every time. And then they have, I have to say this slow, metal particles inside them that mix with the paint, and then once you spray it, that's this chemical reaction, and you don't really want to get it on your skin. I don't have any gloves in here because they're all in my truck. Here's the copper, and it is gorgeous. This piece right here, I'm going to show in a minute. It's copper with blue and green patina spray, and it looks like that. So you can even just paint that. Is that good, Lane? Can you see? It's about to drip.
Make it go up.
Anyway, you can paint that and have your piece just be copper, and you don't have to do anything to it. I mean, you don't have to spray it. And it looks gorgeous, and you'll see it on this piece here in a minute. But there's 3 patina paints, copper, bronze, and iron, and you can mix them with the 2 sprays to get whatever kind of look you're going for. I like them all mixed together on the same pieces. So I'm going to give kind of a little demonstration of how this goes. These are Dollar Tree. Sherry actually got these for me. And I have a brush that I've been using. It kind of tears up your brush a little bit.
Kim says it has ammonia in it.
Ammonia, yes, that's what eats your skin. And it will dry out, and then you'll want to lotion up really hard. So I'm going to lotion up here in a little while. So I'm going to use some iron. It does take a little bit longer to react than the copper and bronze do. So, although it reacted pretty quick earlier this morning, but it continues to react until you put a clear coat on it. So once it gets to whatever color you're happy with, clear coat that sucker, and then you're good to go.
Cindy Von Hatton's watching.
Hey, Cindy. All right, Iron Patina Paint, and this is a used brush, like I've been using it, but I put it in my little Gladlock bag, and it's still, I mean, I'm not going to touch it, but it's still pliable, and I tap it because when you tap it, it gives it a actual rust look, as opposed to, let's see. If you are doing this, you're going to see your brush strokes. And granted, you're going to give it a second coat, but you're still going to see those brush strokes. So with a brush, I like to just tap. Again, this is the Iron Patina Paint. We're going to do the green spray with it to kind of get that orangey, rusty look. Now that you can use like those putty knives that artists use, like Bob Ross had, you know, when he would just, it's almost like it's a knife, and you just wipe it on, and it'll give it a different look. I haven't used those as much. because I like the tap, the little tappy tap. So got our iron paint. I'm gonna set that down there.
Jenny says paint knife.
Paint knife, yes. So it was a discussion. If any of y'all watched LaDawn's video yesterday, she had that same issue of what are they actually called, and somebody, I think they're like artist putty knives, but
Happy taps, Aunt Jenny says.
yes. Every time I say tab, I always follow it up with tappy tap. So, because I'm lame like that, and I think that's funny. All right, we got our green spray, because the blue spray put on, sometimes you can get it to work, but most of the time it doesn't work as well. I like the green spray with it. So we'll just give it a good little spray. And we'll set that there for now. Again, let me tell you this, not again, but this will be the first time. You really don't want to get your spray mixed in your jars, because it will start to activate the whole jar, and then your money goes down the tube. Ask me how I know. I had to learn that one the hard way. Okay, let's do this one with some copper. I'm going to wipe my brush off to get that iron off of there. And then I'm just going to tap in the lid of the copper and tap all around. I'm not doing a second coat just for time's sake, and you don't always have to, but it makes it look more legit. Like, this is going to be a fairly thin coat, and you might still be able to see the metal underneath. So for most things, go ahead and give it, whoa, almost dropped that, a second coat, but we'll just give this one good coat, because I have some that I'm going to show you over here that are completely done. So let's go a little bit more, just little taps all over the place. So you can use, you know, a brush, you can use any kind of sponge, like a car wash sponge, or like a body loofah sponge, or dish sponge, and just something you don't want to see your brush stroke. So anything that you can just tap on there. You can get a rag and do, like, you know, they use it to roll the rag up the wall and create that some sort of rag. I can't remember what it's called, some rag look. I did it on my living room wall way back when. All right, so we're going to take the blue spray with our copper paint, and I'm actually going to move these over here so we don't get, I have my window open because it's beautiful here in Texas today. Blue spray, and we'll spray, and you can see the blue more. The wind's blowing it back on me.
It smells like sea salt and vinegar chips in here.
It smells like vinegar, it for sure does. So you want it to be well ventilated, so it's good that we have the window open. Most of Dixie Belle's products, they're no VOCs. You can paint them in the house. You don't have to worry about toxicity or anything. But this one, you want to have some wind coming at you. All right, this one we're going to mix. So get our copper. You did tappy taps. Like I said, these are just from Dollar Tree. So super cheap. I'm going to go a little thicker on this side with the copper, since we're only doing the one coat on that. Because I am going to put these in my store and sell them after this.
Kim said she's going to rust her wall.
Ooh, yeah. Is it sheetrock, or are you doing that faux brick wall that you've got going on? Hey Kim, plug your store in the comments so people can go and see your wall. So that was copper, and we're gonna go, you know what, we're gonna mix them together on the same side. I'm telling y'all, Kim was so much fun at our little conference that we went to. It wasn't little by any means. It was so fun. All right, so we've mixed both of the paints on here. Remember, there's one more paint that's called bronze, but it's and it's very similar to the copper. It's like a little more of a gray. You always want to put your lid back on, you know, if you don't want to like just sit it there.
Kim said she's doing the sheetrock.
Okay, sheetrock. All right, we got our blue spray. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it first. Now we're gonna come back with a green spray. And we'll let that just sit there and react. I know one time I did a table and I had the ceiling fan on and it did not react like I wanted it to. It did a little bit, but I don't know, maybe I had the ceiling fan it gave it too much cool air and it needed, I don't know, it didn't work out so well, so I just let them all dry naturally. I don't put, you can put a heat gun on them. I've seen that happen, and I have done that when I needed something to dry before we took it elsewhere. But normally I just let them sit. These I've let sit. I did them this morning. So I'm going to come show them to you. If y'all have any questions, Lane's I guess monitoring would be the word for me. So I don't know why I'm showing you that. All right, this one was done with iron and copper paint with green and blue spray. So this one that we just did that we mixed, this one here, is going to end up looking like this. So you can kind of see, I wish I could see what's going on. You can see the lovely, and I haven't clear coated this. It is still reacting. Tell me if you can see it in the picture. Mm-hmm. It's mostly orange. You can see a little bit of the blue or the greenish undertone here. You can see it here and here. And I mean, it's a brand new pot, but imagine, you hook this on your fence and you put your little flowers in it and it looks like it's been sitting out there for weeks. This one right here got copper paint with just the green spray. That one was, let's see, I did one of them. I guess that one was both paints with both sprays. This one is just copper paint with green spray. So no blue spray on this or it would look, you see the difference? It's much more green right here than it is up here on this one because I didn't add the blue spray. I always stutter a little bit because I never know whether to say paint or spray when I say that, when I say patina. This one again, this is your iron with your green spray, and that gives you, I mean, it's coming off on my hands like it looks like I've picked up something rusty out of the yard. When you clear coat it, it's not going to come off. I just haven't clear coated these. So it's reacted all day long, but I mean, it looked like this morning. Can they see okay? Is that good?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was reading.
All right. So one more here. This one is copper paint with blue spray. So where'd that one go? This is copper with blue spray, and this one is copper with green spray. That may be showing it better. But see the difference? I mean, there's still that, like, it's been a ship sitting in the harbor forever, and the rope is down in the water, and it's got all this stuff growing on it. Both of these would go with something like that. This is a little more blue and this is a little more green. And then there's the iron. So pretty cool. I've been doing it for I told Misty earlier today, I was like, I didn't realize it, but I have been doing this patina look on like the last 4 things that I did. So I'm going to move all this off because I want to show you this piece under here. Oh, Cindy, if you're still on, this is that piece I got from you. Let me put my brush back. I've used this brush. I'm going to end up throwing it away when I'm finally done with the patina products. But I hate washing this stuff out. You don't want it to go down your sink, and you gotta be careful with it. So, my table was full of stuff over here, so I had to do a makeshift. All right, so this one is a copper paint. Can you see okay? This one is the Copper Patina Paint with blue and green patina spray. So you can see the, this is not wood. This is the copper paint. So it kind of looks like the wood, but and some of it is. I can see some of the wood like right here where I wiped it back. But that's the copper, and then I did gold gilding wax on the hardware. But I thought this, and show the top up here.
Cindy said, "OMG, I'm gonna freak."
And what's funny is I'd gone to an auction earlier before Cindy gave this to me, that I bought a little. It's just like, it looks like a little nightstand with doors that open, and you open them up and it holds records. So I did it first, and then thought, oh, I'm going to do it on this one too, and then maybe, they can be a set. Maybe they can stay together. So
Kim says, "Ooh, Mama likes," and
nice.
Jenny says, "That's gorgeous."
Thanks. Yeah, that's I like that one. So, okay, well, that's all I had.
Dad is watching.
Huh?
Dad's watching.
Well, hey, you never called me back. We were talking earlier. Okay, well, that's all I have tonight.
Cindy says, "Looks so good, I want it back."
Maybe we can work something out. We'll see what we can. I need some chickens, so maybe we can work something out. I need somebody to teach me how to do chickens. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then I don't. But what time is it?
6:55.
Okay, well, that was about what I planned, because Emma's teachers have a Zoom meeting tonight, and figured she better get on there. So I'm tired of homeschooling my kids.
I'm gonna hit you.
If you can relate, raise your hand. All right, well, that's all I had. Dixie Belle today. Florida went into the shelter in place, and but Dixie Belle has been considered essential, because what would you guys do stuck at home without projects to paint? So they are still shipping. It's a $10 flat rate shipping, so whatever you order, it's $10 to ship it to your door. They ship within about 3 days, so potentially 5 days after you order, you get your paint, 5 or 6 days, and it comes straight to your door. And you can get started on stuff. Because trust me, I have turned out some pieces. I think I've done about 8. Now I'm still working. I mean, the post office is still delivering. So, but with the weekends and not being able to socialize, I've been turning out some pieces. That's my social. The kids have been in here. My phone is literally sitting on a piece that Lane was working on earlier. So they're doing all sorts of canvas art, and painting their jeans and pieces of wood, and learning all kinds of new things. Just we have a huge art class going on here. So y'all let me know if you'd like to order paint. I can make that happen. I can get it to you, and give the patina stuff a try. It's super easy, super easy. You just paint and spray, and then you get something that is going to have a wow factor when people come over to your house. They're going to ask, "Is that metal?" And you're going to be like, "No, it's plastic." So, all right, signing off. Are we good?
How down?
We haven't been looking at comments.